Picture this. Someone you trust betrays you deeply. Every part of you wants to strike back, but instead, you take a deep breath and walk away in silence. Who really wins in that moment? In a world that never stops talking, is it possible that silence is your strongest weapon? Sometimes saying nothing at all says everything that needs to be said. Let's explore 6 moments when holding your tongue speaks louder than any words, and let's karma do the rest. Silence is a weapon. Not every battle needs to be fought with words. The wisest people know there's a time to speak and a time to step back and let the universe settle the score. In a world where everyone is fighting to be heard, the person who holds their tongue wields a power few understand. The ancient Stoics understood this well. Epictetus said, "If someone says a person is speaking ill of you, don't defend yourself. Just answer, 'They must not know all my faults, or they'd have mentioned more.'" There is wisdom in that kind of restraint, a special strength in silence. What's done in the dark will always find its way to the light. In other words, truth will surface on its own. There are certain moments in life when saying nothing at all is the smartest move you can make. The first comes when you're betrayed by someone who was close to you. 1. When you're betrayed by those closest to you. Betrayal by a friend or loved one feels like a knife to the heart. It's natural to want to lash out in anger, to demand justice for the pain they caused. But betrayal carries its own punishment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." So when you are betrayed, resist the urge to retaliate. Say nothing and walk away with your dignity intact. In time, their treachery will come to light and they'll face the consequences. While they are left to deal with the mess they made, you rise above it all in calm silence. 2. When someone questions your worth. When someone doubts you or mocks your dream, your first impulse is to defend yourself and prove them wrong. But no matter how much you explain or argue, chances are they won't listen. A wiser approach is to stay quiet and let your future achievements do the talking. Epictetus taught, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." So don't waste energy trying to justify yourself to the critics. Let them laugh now while you quietly work. In the end, your results will speak louder than any words, and your success will silence their doubts without saying a word. 3. When you're insulted in public. Imagine someone insults you in front of a crowd. Every muscle in your body screams to strike back. But if you retaliate in anger, you only add fuel to the fire. What the instigator doesn't realize is that meeting their cruelty with silence can be more devastating than any shouting match. Seneca noted that an insult holds no power if you refuse to let it sink in. So stand tall and hold your tongue. Your quiet composure in that moment will echo louder than their insults ever could, showing everyone the strength of your character. 4. When life breaks you down. Life will sometimes knock you to your knees through loss, tragedy, or failure. The pain can be more than you think you can bear. It's tempting to cry out in frustration, to curse fate and cry, "Why me?" into the sky. But all the shouting and complaining won't change what happened. Remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You can't control what life throws at you, only how you respond to it. So face this storm without complaint, like a tall tree that bends under a fierce wind but doesn't break. When the storm passes, that tree is still standing. And if you quietly endure, you will be too. The world will see that you are someone who bends but never breaks. 5. When you're provoked by foolish people. Some people just want to drag you into their drama. They'll hurl insults and start fights over nothing, hoping you'll take the bait. But engaging with them is like wrestling with a shadow. You'll only exhaust yourself and lose your peace. Epictetus warned, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." You can't reason with someone who refuses to listen. Arguing with a fool won't make you right. It will only pull you down to their level. Instead, stay silent and let them tire themselves out with empty words. Your calm indifference will deprive them of the fight they crave, and they'll only embarrass themselves. 6. When they spread lies about you. Hearing someone spread false rumors about you is infuriating, and your first instinct is to rush to defend yourself. But lies are the weapons of the weak. Most people would confront the liar and desperately try to clear their name. A wiser person knows that the truth needs no such defense. As Marcus Aurelius said, "If anyone can prove I'm doing wrong, I'll gladly change. I seek the truth, which never harms." In other words, if their accusations are false, those lies will crumble on their own. So stay silent, keep living with integrity, and let your actions speak for you. In time, the truth will emerge, and the liar will end up choking on their own deceit. Let others fight their battles with loud words. We will fight with our minds. Let others chase revenge. We chase mastery. Let others scream for attention. We rise without a sound. The world will test us, and we will answer with silence. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing to the Still Stoic for more wisdom to guide your journey.